Hello guys, welcome back to Gibrandon-X Gaming Channel. Di sini gua Gibrandon-X akan main-main Genshin. Nah, ini kebetulan ada event. Aduh lupa namanya, Hakyu Dokuritsu. Pokoknya bodoh lah. Ini ada event dungeon baru,
Most
ada trial.
humans could have the entirety of their fleeting lives chronicled in but a few short lines. Their stories really make for terribly dull reading.
Ini eventnya kayak dungeon, nanti kita bisa nyoba-nyoba trial. Tapi ini jam 7 nanti ada live stream 2.6. Stay tune aja di Twitter, di Twitch saya Genshin. Sorry. Kita cuma main santai-santai aja dulu. Main santai tapi speedrun. Langsung saja. Kita ignore aja enter. Iya, udah deket. Oh, di situ. Halo kan. Panik lah ngeselin dah ini. Panik lah ngeselin. Ya. Aku udah pernah main event ini. Ya. Cepet keburu jam 7. Ini mic-nya nggak masalah kan? Aku soalnya nggak tahu ini. Nggak tahu ini yang aktif atau enggak, apa namanya? Sound suppression-nya, noise suppression-nya. Kabarnya kasih tahu aja kalau misalnya ini noise suppression-nya mati atau hidup gitu atau gimana. Iya. Kita harus speedrun. Iya, aku udah pernah main ini. Iya. Iya. Halo Kang Nasgor. Nanti Kang Nasgor, nanti Kang Nasgor bilang, oh ini belum, oh ya udah. Kukira udah kebuka semua. Ternyata belum. Nah, pas ini Challenge Rewards 70, oh ya udah. Wow. Sangat gampang sekali ya guys ya. BT ini apa ini, enggak adanya kan? Start. File dapat Hayaka, Yoimiya punya Kazuha. Yang punya Kazuhanya mana? Ini ada trial. Let's go. Bentar. Yang pertama pasti Hilicur, berarti pakai yang apa ya? Pakai yang AOE. Berarti Venti dulu, terus ke interesting. Apa ya? Bentar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 berarti 6. Berarti Kazuha taruh keempat aja biar enak. Berarti Venti di pertama, Kazuha keempat. Jadi biar baterainya imbang. Terus siapa lagi? Venti itu cocoknya sama yang kayak apa ya? Ngoplos. Aku ada Raiden Shogun sih. Nanti aja Raiden Shogun terakhir. Pakai siapa ya? Yaimiko aja kali ya. Venti Yaimiko. Yaimiko, where is it? Oke. Ya beda. Beda banget. No. Apa ya? Oh, dilep. Ayaka. Kayak itu. Kazuha. Buffer. Oke. Pakai loadout asal-asalan aku juga nggak bisa mikir. Biar GG. Mandi dulu Gan. Oke, siap. Nanti bantu share ke Discord kodenya.
Right now.
Oh, my.
Let's play. Time for takeoff. A sight to behold. Right here. A winter glide.
Burst forth.
Time
for retribution. Coming to be moments of birth.
Enggak kena lagi. Oh ya kan itu aku lupa.
Embrace the ice.
Aku nggak pernah pakai ini.
It's showtime. Attaboy.
Langsung hilang. Udah, mana masuk? Lah, kelupaan satunya lagi. Bisa-bisanya kelupaan.
Take flight.
Wind strider.
Ah, kok bisa gini sih?
One with wind and cloud.
Kenapa baru sekarang? Anjir?
One with nature.
Oh ini enggak ini.
Illusion shattered.
Terus sayang banget sih.
Fallen leaves adorn my night.
Langsung hilang.
Solidify. Order guide you.
Here comes the fireworks.
Oh ya ini aku tahu cara mainnya. Aku pernah dia. Jalan kaki yang sama. Oh ya harusnya jauh ini jangan jongli sih. Jadi agak susah.
I will have order.
Time for a light show.
Ih. Aduh. Kayaknya serangkong ngelak atau gimana deh. Aku mau pakai banet dulu sumpah.
I'm going in.
Ih. Aku nggak terbiasa kalau banet akan di satu sih. Tuh. Ah iya.
Think you can get
Oh ini
away?
gampang.
Nothing lasts forever. Right now, right here.
Bagus ya kombinasinya Fenty ya ini kok tuh.
Time for takeoff. Emerge right here.
Wah ada Wosex lagi.
Burst forth. Witness my great undertaking. Burn.
Udah maksimal sih sebenarnya.
Come into being.
Yeah! Sakura swirl. Whirling snow.
Ayolah.
Oh, you're coming through.
Susah banget ini bunuhnya. Ya. Ya.
The wind knows me.
Bodo amat lah aku. Bodoh lah. Yang penting gold lah, gak peduli. Berapa? Goldnya berapa sih goldnya? Bisa dilihat di sini nggak sih? Oh 2000. Ya udahlah. Nice. Harusnya live stream yang satu ini ku event ini harusnya nanti aja pas sudah selesai semua gitu. Maksudnya udah semua itu jadi enak. Biar durasinya panjang gitu. Ya ini nyoba sekali lah. Soalnya aku udah lama nggak ini juga jadi lupa kan. Kopi dulu atau enkanomnya dulu. Sekarang jam berapa sih? Jam setengah kok kurang. Masih cukup sekali ya. Oh ya udahlah kita mulai event dulu siapa? Kita belum mulai event ini loh padahal. Belum sama sekali. Karena sudah 11 hari lagi. Oh ada Kokomi. Halo, Kokoniar.
This is the correspondence from Stingray 3. Your Excellency, the situation looks extremely serious.
Thank you, Ueno. Inform Swordfish 1 to stand by. I'll see to the wounded shortly.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, Kokumi, how have you been?
Captain of Swordfish 2. Glad to have you back on Watatsumi Island. I would have liked to have given you a grand reception, but as you can see...
What's going on?
Not long ago, I hosted the Watatsumi Goryo Matsuri. It's the most important ceremony on Watatsumi Island. I'm guessing you'll have heard about it from Tsuyuko?
What? How did you know we were the ones helping out Tsuyuko this whole time?
Tsuyuko is one of the more conscientious shrine maidens of Sangonomiya. I knew that handing off the planning of the ceremony to her would play to her strengths. Based on her description of the person who took the commission, it was quite obviously you.
This is all starting to sound pretty suspicious.
Anyway, I'm sure Tsuyuko will have told you that the Watatsumi Goryo ceremony is a ceremony to reverse the holy soil phenomenon on Watatsumi Island. It's a bleaching process that slowly turns the earth to holy soil, leaving the land infertile and devastating agricultural production. Granted, crops aren't our staple food on Watatsumi Island, but I can't allow external forces to drastically alter the people's diet, and we certainly shouldn't be overly reliant on imports.
Paimon doesn't quite follow.
Imagine all you had to eat from now on was radishes. No more fish or meat. Clearer now?
Seberapa buruknya jadi vegan, guys.
That
Not
would be
that bad.
terrible.
The issue began with the Watatsumi Goryo Matsuri. I did not miss a single step during the ritual, and there's no question that the blood branch coral you retrieved was infused with the Omikami's power. But it didn't reverse the holy soil phenomenon as expected. Instead, it just paused. This has never happened before in history. This is ultimately a matter of Watatsumi Island's survival, so I sent as many people as I could spare to Enkanomiya to investigate the situation. The news from Stingray 3 was that all of Enkanomiya is engulfed in a darkness that cannot be dispelled. Additionally, there have also been reports of monsters, the likes of which no one has ever seen before.
Strange monsters and an all-engulfing darkness?
That's all that Stingray 3 has reported. Their investigation otherwise has yielded no useful information, and the unforgiving environment has caused many casualties so far. I have sent several rescue teams already, but so far, the situation does not look promising. It brings me no pleasure to have to ask, but on behalf of all of Watatsumi Island, I beseech you, please, lend us your assistance one more time.
Oke deh.
Thank you.
Lah, telat screenshotnya.
Now, please, come with me to meet Tsuyuko.
Apotek. Untung nggak.
Your Excellency, traveler, I did wonder. Hope you're both having a wonderful date so far.
Cut the comedy, Tsuyuko, or I may have to have you and Naki switch posts next year. In which case, you'd be in charge of Spectre Eco Management on Watatsumi Island.
No need, I'll stop. So, since the two of you are here together, I assume it's about Enkanomiya?
Kokumi filled us in on what's been going on.
Kokomi. Right. Well, as I'm sure Her Excellency has told you, an ominous darkness has completely engulfed Enkanomiya. At the same time, strange humanoid monsters have appeared when the place should be completely deserted.
Humanoid monsters?
Oh, yang di live stream 5 itu yang apa itu? Yang pakai tameng apalah pokoknya.
Armor that can move on its own. I know it sounds ridiculous, but we're not talking about one spook soldier hallucinating in the darkness. All the wounded who returned to Sangonomiya have described seeing the same thing. On top of this, even ordinary enemies seem to grow much stronger in the darkness. That's why Stingray 3 has sustained so many casualties. There's one other thing that the returning soldiers have mentioned. They say a shrine maiden who calls herself Sumi has been helping to treat the wounded.
Tsumi? I don't recall there being any record of a shrine maiden by that name in Sangonomiya.
That's the thing. There isn't one. But she held something called a Sento ceremony, which managed to keep a small area in the very center of Enkanomiya brightly lit. Thanks to her, the wounded soldiers have a safe zone where they can recuperate.
Sento. I've seen this term in the Deep Sea Healing Arts Compendium. But it's a ceremony that only works in Enkanomiya, so it was never brought to Watatsumi Island. I'd love to meet this Tsumi, but right now, helping the wounded has to be my top priority.
Ya karena dia healer sih.
Your Excellency,
Karena healer. Harus
even if
healing.
you had no duties at all right now, there's still no way we'd let you go down there. Enkanomiya is exceedingly dangerous right now. Only preeminent warriors like the Traveler and Paimon should venture there.
Yep, absolutely.
Wah, Paimon nggak ngapa-ngapain cuy
This
sih.
is a job only we can handle.
Tapi sebenarnya dia terbang sih, jadi imun, jadi dia bisa enak gitu, hindar.
Yeah. We've worked together plenty of times in the past, after all.
Do you have any other information about Tsumi?
It was mentioned that she wears a strange mask that covers the upper half of her face.
Oh, shrine maiden.
How interesting. What is she trying to hide?
Your Excellency, in my humblest of opinions, Sumi has shown nothing but goodwill so far. Since the situation is so critical, we don't have the resources to make other defense arrangements and cast suspicion on our allies.
I see what you mean. I have instructed Swordfish 1 to proceed to Enkanomiya and continue evacuating the wounded. Traveler, you can go with them. Swordfish 1 will escort you to the camp at the center of Enkanomiya.
No need, I can just teleport easily.
Also, please, take this with you.
What is it? Oh, token. Apalah. Nggak bisa di skip.
What's this? Looks like a missing piece of something.
It's just a little trinket. When you are faced with a difficult choice, it might be able to help you.
Your Excellency. But isn't that...
Watatsumi Island doesn't need it anymore. Besides, both of the other two pieces are in Enkanomiya. If we're lucky enough, this could be our chance to reunite them.
Understood,
yeah.
Your Excellency.
Dia yang buat immunity
Okay.
mungkin. Oh, nggak tahu lah itu apa.
Emergency measures to hold the Three Realms Gateway offering now underway.
I apologize for the trouble. Now, please excuse me. I need to tend to the wounded. Please, see Ueno once you're ready.
Venture. Itu di sini kan? Oh, di situ. Udah terlanjur teleport ke Enkanomiya, ternyata dia di luar sini. Halo.
Are you ready to venture into the dark shroud of Enkanomiya?
Alah, bodo amat, guys. Let's go.
All right, follow me.
Yes. You venture the darkness with Swordfish 1 and arrive at the wah. Tiny Mikoshi. Jai Mikoshi. Ini sinematik atau gimana ya? Bagus banget.
Here's hoping I have the chance.
Chess dua.
Next year, I'm going to apply for Swordfish 1 to be redeployed into Spectre management. Because if it's that, or spend more time in Enkanomiya, I'll take my chance with the Spectres.
Tapi nggak apa-apa. Oh, ya.
Those armor monsters closing in on you. It's the stuff nightmares are made of.
Oh, si Optimum Pride. Okay, cut off the joke.
Totally understand.
Let's get serious.
Anyway, we should be safe for now. There shouldn't be any more danger from here on out.
Hey, what's up?
What's up? What's up, man? Orang Jepang, kalau misalnya orang Jepang gitu ngomongnya what's up gitu.
It's Yabe, the odd guy from Stingray 3.
You seem kinda chipper compared to all the other soldiers.
Do I? Well, I've pretty much always loved horror stories and ghost stories and stuff, ever since I was a kid. This trip to Enkanomiya is something else, though. Totally mind-blowing. Super fun. 10 out of 10 would come again.
Wah, ini kayak orang-orang zaman sekarang ya, kayak apa ya? Tidak ramah bintang 1 gitu. 10 out of 10 ini kalau zaman dulu nggak tahu sih ada kayak gini atau enggak. Tapi aneh aja gitu kesan.
Totally do not understand.
Rupanya mana aja nggak ngerti loh.
Well, I mean, it's pretty sweet to have the chance to come to Enkanomiya. I actually kind of wanted to look into the Bunkoku puzzle while I'm here. It's the first of the 4 great puzzles of Enkanomiya.
Yeah, please don't do that. We're the ones that'll have to come rescue you.
Alright, well, never mind that. There's a makeshift camp at the top of those steps over there. Yeah, you should head up and catch some rest if you haven't been there yet. Have you been to the camp yet? Tsumi's the one that set it up. Gotta get yourself familiar with the base of operations.
Right now, emerge.
Hey, look! A shrine maiden taking care of the wounded! That must be Sumi, right?
You are different from all the others. Are you human?
Oh iya, pernah lihat di postingan siapa itu.
Well,
I am a
she
robot.
is, obviously. Just not a native of Watatsumi Island, that's all.
And you? A human hatchling?
Hatchling anjir. Agak kayak apa? Telur menetas itu para manusia, bukan Gyofi Shop gitu.
Oh, really? Because I thought that humans lose the ability to fly when they reach adulthood. Just like the baptismal bishops lose the ability to see in color when they reach maturity.
Oh, Bishop yang kecil itu kalau masih kecil masih bisa lihat warna. Oke.
Sumi, you seem to know a lot about bishops.
Wait, how do you know my name?
Oh, the wounded soldiers mentioned you.
Oh,
Greetings. My name is Ueno, acting captain of Swordfish 1. We're here to evacuate the wounded and support the traveler's investigation. Swordfish 1 needs to rest and reorganize before commencing the evacuation. I'll see you later.
so you're here to help resolve this, hmm? Very well. It's taking all the energy I have to keep this light shining. I don't have the strength to try and combat the spreading darkness, too.
Do you understand what's going on?
The Void Realm is invading. The people of Yakuyakoku believe that there are 3 realms. The Bishop Realm, the Human
Void
Realm,
Realm.
and the Void Realm.
Udah kayak Minecraft aja ada voidnya juga.
The darkness spreading in
Ada
Enkanomiya comes from the Void Abyss. Neither bishops nor humans can endure it.
But don't baptismal bishops like the dark?
No. They hate the light. But only because down here in the depths, the presence of light signifies human activity. In fact, the Bishop Realm is the realm of pure primordial elemental beings. It's actually referred to as the Light Realm in most books. The 7 sovereigns of the Light Realm are the 7 foremost elemental dragons at the pinnacle of the raw and primitive elemental forces.
So that's why Suyuko called this the 3 Realms Gateway Offering.
3 Realms Gateway Offering. Not far off the mark, actually. But technically, I think it should be called the Triangle Gateway Offering. Because the source of the darkness from the void is the 3 towers at the corners of Enkonomiya's triangular borders.
Oh, the 3 towers! The ones where we did those trials!
You've been there before?
It's a long story.
Oh,
By the way, Sumi, what's up with the weird mask?
to hide my face. It
has to do with some things that happened as I was growing up. I just
really?
don't want to scare anyone. That's all. Does that make me untrustworthy in your eyes?
No, not at all. You've been helping the wounded all this time. Everyone must be super grateful to you. It's just that...
I don't see another message. Oh, jangan bitrate lah.
Can't say I really understand what you're talking about. Anyway, if you want to rid this darkness from Inkonomiya, you can come to me for guidance. Of course, if you can trust me. I'm going inside to tend to the wounded and check in with the new arrivals. Please excuse me.
What are we gonna do? Paimon really wants to trust Sumi, but... Oh, how about we go ask the wounded?
Wounded. Nah, ini baru wounded sih. Butuh diinjek-injek nggak? Masuk angin kan? Nggak bisa diinjek lagi. Nggak bisa. Masa aku injek kepalanya? Udah. Injek kaki. Biar sehat. Masa nggak bisa nginjek perut? Kayak zaman kecil. Masa nginjek? Lah. No respect at all.
Looks like they're resting. Let's not disturb them.
Hello, what can I help you with?
Hi there. We wanted to ask you what you know about the masked shrine maiden, Sumi.
I see. What are you looking to know exactly? I've tried asking if she's seeing anyone, or whether she's looking right now, but she seems pretty tight-lipped about her love life.
That's not what we meant at all. We were more wondering, do you think there's anything suspicious about her?
Suspicious, huh?
Sus.
Suspicion, the unknowable, the unpredictable, unexplored territory, mysterious, enigmatic, enchanting, bewitching, compelling, addicting. Yeah. Know what I'm saying? I am being serious.
Oh.
Okay, look, if I had to pick one thing about her that's suspicious, I'd say, two things. Number one, her mask. It's pretty scary. I don't know why she chose it. Number two, some kind of pendant fell out of her sleeve when she was bandaging me up. It looked like it was a broken off piece of something. So maybe when you put them together, it makes a whole. Huh. Maybe the other half is held by Sumi's lifelong sweetheart.
Sounds like you hit the nail on the head, so, maybe ease off a little, bro?
Bro. Kok ada suara ketanya? Anjay, itu kayaknya Imas Kaca itu gimana tuh?
Greetings.
Hello, we'd like to ask you about the
Because of her strange
Oh,
mask? Well, you've come to the right person.
Cool.
I was one of the first people that she rescued. Straight away, I thought there was something very weird going on. Who is this shrine maiden who knows the lost ceremonies of Enkanomiya? And why is she covering her face with a mask? So I started pestering her about it. I wasn't going to let up until I got an answer.
And?
There weren't so many people around at the time, so eventually she let me look behind the mask. It was actually pretty normal for the most part. There's just one thing she's trying to hide.
Normal, tapi ada satu hal yang disembunyiin. Okay.
Her eyes have snake-like pupils, thin vertical lines.
Snake-like pupils, thin vertical line.
Whoa. Weren't you scared?
I probably would have been if every Watatsumi Islander wasn't so familiar with our legends, or I should say, our history. The first familiars of the Watatsumi Omikami were the vassals of Watatsumi. Legend has it that they are a half-human, half-snake kind who helped our ancestors fight back the Bathismal bishops. They were said to have disappeared long ago. But then Sumi showed up, and as soon as I saw her snake eyes, I instinctively trusted her. It's like the vassals have returned to help us in our moment of need.
Huh.
I'm no expert by any means, but I think Tsumi can be trusted.
Okay.
Paimon thinks we've got enough answers now. Let's find what we know so far. Sumi's just inside the room. It'd be a bit awkward if she hears us talking about her behind her back.
Oh ya, Fer. Enggak gitu juga sih. Astaga. Aduh, zoomnya ini gimana? Aduh, susah banget. Apa yang ada di sini? Naik, aduh, turun dikit. Oke, zoom. Oh, nggak nyampe juga ternyata. Ini caranya gimana sih?
Personally, I think the idea of things staying the same forever is quite beautiful. But alas, that is simply not the way the world works.
Coba kalau dari samping. Aduh, kelebihan. Kurang. Sini aja. Wah. Oh, di kok ngebel bisa ngeliat ya? Tapi nggak tahu lah. Bodoh lah. Jam berapa ini sekarang? Udah 48. Oh iya. Siap. Twitch-nya masih aman. Live. Offline nih. Anjir.
So here's what we learned from the soldiers. Sumi's mask hides her snake eyes, which the people of Watatsumi Island believe to be a distinguishing feature of Orabaxi's vassal. Based on her actions, it seems like all she wants to do is protect the people of Watatsumi Island. And from what she said, she's doing everything she can to combat the darkness spreading in Enkanomiya. So she seems pretty trustworthy. Then let's go talk to her about working together.
Gas. Balik lagi ke sana, astaga.
So, how's it going? Have you made a decision?
Yep, let's team up to tackle the darkness.
Okay, then take this. It's called the Bokuso box. I found it in the Dainichi Mikoshi when I was looking for a solution. Actually, the Dainichi Mikoshi was where I found the method and tools for the Sento ceremony. Lucky I can read human writing.
Oh, gimana itu?
Why wouldn't you be able to? Or did you mean it's lucky that you can read the ancient Enkanamian script?
Oh, nothing. I just meant the script in the Deep Sea Healing Arts Compendium. I don't actually know if it's ancient or modern. Never mind all that. Let's get back to business. The Bokuso box collects light. It can dispel the darkness from the void within a small radius.
I see.
So, for example, with the power of the Bokuso box, you can turn monsters affected by the darkness back into their original forms.
I see. Aduh.
As it happens, there are some monsters causing trouble around the camp. Go and try out the Bokuso box on them. I will join you shortly.
Equip the Bokuso box. Mana sih? Oh, ini nih. 300. BTW aku belum eksplorasi ini loh ya. Jadi kalau misalnya ada treasure box baru, aku harus buka Hoyo Lab dulu kali. Oh, ini mah nggak ada treasure box. Masalahnya ini ya, ekonomi aku tuh anjir. Ekonomi aku masih Nah, ekonomi yang biar anjir gak ada, Cok. Ya pokoknya inilah ekonomi yang you've gotta be kidding me, man. Ternyata mapnya terpisah ya, guys. Oh, baru tahu anjir. Kalau masuk ke sini berarti mah kena corrosion harusnya. Berarti ini map baru kali ya. Allah, coba dulu aja. Enggak ada, Song. Ada musik aja lah, vibing dulu lah. Kan jam berapa? Ah shit, nama lagi tuh. Tujuh menit lagi live stream guys. Tahun 1953. Kabur amat lah, keburu. Oh lagi dong. Oke. Wow. Oh iya lu.
Think you can get away?
Aku lupa nggak bahas Zongli cuy. Udah.
You're a good fighter.
You bet. We were the ones who went and got the blood branch coral that one time after all.
You. So you.
What's wrong?
Nothing. If what you say is true, then I'm sure you'll be able to conquer the 3 border towers quite easily. Also, there are a few things I need to explain to you. According to what I have read, the fundamental purpose of the Watatsumi Goryo Matsuri is to use the serpent god's life force to awaken its second familiars, the Senga Coralia. They are creatures that break down raw, primitive elemental energy into the milder elemental energy of the human realm. The giant coral is a symbol that the Senga Coralia have been awakened by the serpent's blood. The mass awakening of the Senga Coralia causes a transformation in the ecological environment of Enkonomiya.
Makes sense. Even if you took away the darkness and the monsters, Enkonomiya would still look pretty different now with all the new plants and aura around.
Things are even more complicated than usual this time. The darkness from the Void Realm seems to be suppressing things in the Light Realm and the human realm, causing them to come to a standstill. You may need to use the power of the Bokuso box to dispel the darkness and allow the ecological transformation to continue. Please, try to solve the problem using the Bokuso box. I'll wait for an update for you under the statue over there.
Oke, ya udahlah. Kita standby live aja lah. Nggak ada apa-apa. Nyawanya cuy, mengerikan cuy. Aku sudah bisa teleport ke stage of 7 sih. Yang penting racingnya tetap di bawah 160 gitu aja. Habis ini kita update Genshin sebentar buat live aja sih. Ayo cepet, keburu mulai. Harusnya tinggal 3 menit lagi sih. Anggap aja 18:59 gitu. Aku masih harus nyiapin overlay juga sih. Oke, thanks. Whatever. Oh ya, ganti display. Genshin udah mati sih. Terus pakai display capture apa ya? Bukan. Discord capture. Nah ini. Kameranya aku tutup aja kali ya, biar nggak terlalu ini. Atau aku kecilin aja. Nah. Terus juga siapa yang mau lihat muka aku kayak gini? Atau nggak usah pakai kamera, biar kalian bisa nonton streamnya gitu. Gedein aja lagi nggak apa-apa. Tapi kita close kameranya. Nah, gini nggak apa-apa. Ya untuk live-nya aja sih, kan biar nggak kehalang, kalian kasihin juga sih. Ntar siapa tahu ada info penting kata ketutupan muka aku yang burik ini gitu. Ya udah. Aduh, aku lupa kalau aku pakai Twitch. Sebentar ya guys ya. Aku matiin dulu kali ya Discord misalnya. Tuh kan bener. Oh gini sih. Aduh, ini harus ngatur-ngatur lagi dah. Hayya, this is Masih ini cuy, masih ke yang converter. Aku nontonnya di ini cuy. Aduh, aku harus login juga cuy. Nontonnya di Opera. Biar aku bisa gonta-ganti tab, bisa ini pakai Opera aja kali ya. Nah, Opera, Twitch. Aduh, aku harus login lagi dah, sama aja anjir. Untungnya masih ada waktu sih. Oh, layarnya dari hitam kan, oke. Aduh, aku lupa passwordku. Ya, salah password cuy. Oh, udah bener. Aduh, harus buka asis. Buka email dulu. Semoga nggak telat. Aku lupa kalau ini nih harus beda ini. Aku masalah mau ganti tab gitu. Jadi biar aku bisa ngopi paste gitu ke kolom komentar. Siapa aja lah. Remind me ya. Ih, ya ampun, ini streamnya siapa dah? Genshin Impact official Twitch. Jangan bilang aku harus matiin streamnya dulu. Anjir lah. Ya kalau gitu caranya sama aja no, nggak guna. Nah, bisa. Nah, gini loh. Ini yang aku butuhin nih. Nontonnya pakai Opera nggak apa ya guys ya? Aku masalah mau copy paste gitu. Ah, ada background cuy, namanya juga live mendadak cuy. Harusnya ada sih, kok nggak ada sih di streamnya. Tes. Oh, udah. Anjir, the heck. Oke. Aman. Tinggal refresh aja sih. I betcha. Ini mending ke ini aja. Aduh, gimana caranya sih? Ini nggak apa-apa kali ya? Oh, live. Wah, come on. Aduh.
Inazuma will soon be holding the magnificent Iridori Festival to commemorate the 5 Kasen. The 5 Kasen were a group of 5 talented poets from ancient Inazuma. It will be an international cultural festival that will leave you with many memories. It is my honor to invite you to attend the festival and enjoy the special events together.
Hey, I'm down. Count me in.
I knew you'd be interested, Zach.
Greetings, travelers, and welcome to the Genshin Impact version 2.6 special program.
Woo.
I'm Zach Aguilar, and as many of you already know, I voice Ether in Genshin Impact. And joining me in the tea house today, we have...
Hi, everybody. I'm Erica Mendez, and I voice Kamisato Ayaka.
Hey, everybody. I'm Chris Hackney, the voice of Ayaka's brother, Kamisato Ayato.
Suaranya kayak gitu loh, guys.
Sweet. So great to have you guys.
Thanks.
And looks like I get to be a part of the Kamisato clan today.
Hey,
our annoying little brother.
Yeah, we'll see about
Hey,
that.
guys.
So, I know Erica has made a brief special appearance before, but this is our first time officially having you both as hosts for a special program.
Yeah, I did a little tour guide-ish segment back when we were showing off the Inazuma locations, so it's really cool to be able to be a part of the gaggle of people at the table this time.
I'm excited. This is my first time being here, and I think this is the first time we get to introduce everyone to Kamisato Ayato, so I'm stoked.
Yeah, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to have you guys and just to be able to do this. Let's get right into it because we've got a lot of exciting new content to cover today. So how about we get things started with a first look at the trailer for version 2.6, Zephyr of the Violet Garden.
Let's go.
Wow, it's so beautiful here! So many things I've never seen before.
Aren't you two even a little curious about what interesting things you might see at the festival?
A signed first edition is going to become quite the collectible. I've got to get my hands on a copy.
I've been here since last night so I could buy a figurine.
Arataki numero uno Ito challenge you to an all-out, no-holds-barred, anything-goes duel.
It fails to fulfill the most crucial elements. Inspiration.
In that case, we'll need to order more dishes.
Greetings. Ayaka has mentioned you on numerous occasions. Delighted to make your acquaintance. I am head of the Kamisato clan, Kamisato Ayato. Cascade! Mind the deluge. Everything's in place and they've taken the bait. Now to start reeling them in.
If my suspicions regarding the portal network are correct, then the fact that there is a portal leading here tells us that the Abyss Order has their eyes on this location.
As the heli drills go in, they never emerge again. Everyone's driving themselves crazy worrying about it.
Maybe whatever's going on in the chasm really is connected to the Abyss Order. A whole city that's floating in the air! Upside down?
More than one kind of strange power exists here. That it's highly likely that even as we speak, the Abyss Order is watching our every move.
What's this?
Conversation's over. Brace yourselves.
Encumber us no more.
Find a way to stop that thing!
GG. Waduh, kode pertama guys. First code guys. Asik dan slavery run guys. Pada aku pin komen dulu kali ya. Tuh, gak ganggu kalian kan?
So intense. That was pretty epic.
That festival was beautiful, and then straight into the chasm, and
I know.
Yeah.
Things got dark real fast in that trailer.
It's like everybody was having a lot of fun, and then it's serious time with that music.
And an introduction by Kamisato Ayato.
Yes.
Of course, of course.
Our new character. And as always, speaking of Ayato, let's dive in by taking a look at our new playable character, Kamisato Ayato.
Most people hunker down against a strong headwind. Only a few know how to utilize it to their advantage.
Ooh, looking pretty sleek.
That voice, though. Chris, you sound great.
Powerful yet elegant. Just saying.
Oh, man, his moves look so cool.
The elemental burst, right?
Yeah.
That, like, flashy thing in there. That's so cool.
Love it.
I love his elegance as he fights and moves. Really, all of his animations feel very elegant to me. And
Yeah.
did you guys catch him drinking boba tea, too?
Now look, man, any time's a good time for boba. Just saying.
I agree, but wait, where did you even get that from?
Shh. Kamisato family secret.
What? Huh?
If you're really wondering, in-game, Ayato buys his milk tea from a little food stall in Inazuma City.
I gotta find that place.
But it's quirks like that Ayato has that makes people wonder if he's kind of spoiled even though he's served as the head of the Kamisato clan for some time now. For example, he always gives any defective-looking food he makes to Toma and...
Hey, the Kamisato clan has an image to keep up, okay?
You're right.
Well, I think we can all feel sorry for Toma now. Poor Toma.
Oh.
And speaking of which, the first impression many of us ever had of Ayato was actually from Ito's character teaser. He was that mysterious voice at the end of the video.
Oh.
Actually, it turns out that Ito has a pretty good opinion of Ayato. I mean, Ito even calls him bro.
That's interesting because I'm curious how those two could possibly get along.
Ito is he's real and a simple and down-to-earth kind of Oni. But all it takes is a few words from Ayato, and Ito's super inspired and ready to take on any challenge.
Ayato does have that effect on people. For those who don't know, he came to the position as the head of the Kamisato clan at a very young age and was able to bring the clan back to its feet while facing some huge difficulties at the time. And while we're on the subject of Ayato, Chris, why don't you give us a closer look at some of his skills?
Sure, leave it to me. Kamisato Ayato wields a sword and is a master of the Kamisato art Tachijutsu, just like his sister. However, what sets him apart is his Hydro Vision. In combat, Ayato can unleash large AoE damage in a short amount of time and is capable of increasing the effects of his team's normal attacks. After using his elemental skill, Kamisato Art Kyoka, Ayato shifts positions to enter the Takimeguri Kanka state and leaves a watery illusion at his original location. The watery illusion can explode, dealing AoE hydro damage. In the Takimeguri Kanka state, Ayato's normal attacks become Shunsuiken, which are like quick watery blades capable of dealing AoE hydro damage. After a Shunsuiken attack hits an opponent, it will grant Ayato the Namisen effect, increasing the damage dealt by Shunsuiken based on Ayato's current max HP. The Takimeguri Kanka state will be cleared when Ayato leaves the field or when he uses his elemental skill again.
So, sounds like we better be careful if we don't want to accidentally cancel his state.
Exactly. Next, he has a passive talent, Kamisato Art Mine wo Matoishi Kiyotaki, which means lucid rapid spiraling the summit, in case you were wondering. With this talent, when Ayato uses his elemental skill and when the water illusion explodes, he will gain a set amount of Namisen stacks. Ayato's elemental burst, Kamisato Art Suiyu, will unveil a garden of purity in which bloom water blades will rain down and attack opponents within its AoE.
Ooh, sounds pretty.
Gorgeous. This will increase the normal attack damage of characters within that AoE. After unlocking another passive talent, Kamisato Art Michiyuku Hagetsu, if Ayato is not on the field and his energy is low, he will regenerate a set amount of energy at regular intervals. In daily life, Ayato's more indulgent side tends to come out from time to time. With his passive talent, Kamisato Art Daily Cooking, when Ayato cooks a dish perfectly, he has a set chance to receive an additional suspicious dish of the same type.
Which I'm pretty sure he just turns and sends straight to Toma.
Oh.
Yup.
Oh, wait! Guys, I get it now. That's why Toma could eat all the strange stuff during the Hot Pot game before. He's had a lot of practice eating weird things.
Oh, no wonder. That makes so much sense now. In all seriousness, though, I think that the passive talent it's really simple, but it's pretty interesting.
All right, so let's talk about how travelers can get Kamisato Ayato in the new version.
Yep, it's time to dive into the coming event wishes.
Ayato will be available for the earlier part of version 2.6 via the Azure Excursion event wish. At the same time, Venti will also be available via his own event wish called Ballad in Goblets.
All right, we're getting another Venti rerun!
Yeah!
And that's not all. In the later part of version 2.6, Kamisato Ayaka will be returning for her first rerun.
Ooh!
Yeah!
As for the new weapon event wish, travelers will see an all-new Inazuman 5-star sword called Haren Geppaku Futsu. So be sure to keep an eye out for that as well. In version 2.6, Kamisato Ayato's very own story quest, Cypress's Custos chapter, will also be available for travelers to play through. As the Sakoku decree has been lifted and Inazuma is welcoming in a new era of progress, the Tenryo and Kanjo commissions are presented with a rare, joyous occasion. But beneath the surface of this happy time, trouble is stirring. As head of the Yashiro Commission, Ayato will find himself in an unusual position. Everybody can look forward to exploring all of this amazing new story.
Wow.
Yeah, it's gonna be really cool, especially the Traveler and Ayato meeting for the very first time.
Yeah!
Yeah, that's gonna be so exciting. If you're looking forward to playing this new story quest, then just remember to save up those story keys.
You know I will.
All right, now that we've seen the new character coming our way, let's jump into the all-new area travelers will be able to explore in version 2.6. In our previous special program, we gave everyone a sneak preview of the new area called the Chasm.
Ooh.
Let's watch a quick trailer to see what travelers can expect to encounter during their adventures in this new area.
Let's go.
Lagunya lumayan sih lagunya. Ini mirip-mirip Enkanomia ya lagunya ya. Desainnya lebih ini sih, lebih bagus sih, gelap gitu, creepy dan penuh dengan ancient ruins gitu. Oh, itu bosnya baru, bisa bosnya. Kalau dilihat sekilas ini mirip Enkanomia loh ini.
I don't know about you guys, but I can't wait to glide down the chasm. It looks so fun.
That's the
Just
first
chill.
thing I thought of, yeah.
I love it.
Oh my
It's scary, but just think of all the air you'll get.
I mean, it'll be amazing to explore, for sure.
I just don't want to run into that monster, though. It was kind of scary.
So cool. As we saw in the trailer, the outside of the chasm is really beautiful, but there are also deep underground levels that exist far below the surface.
That's where all the scary stuff happens.
Yeah. While exploring the deep underground levels, travelers will need to use a gadget called a Lumenstone Adjuvant to aid them in exploration. This gadget will illuminate the darkness, allowing everyone to explore even the darkest of places.
Oh, okay, so that'll make it a little less scary then.
Dapat lampu senter.
Travelers will be able to enhance the Lumenstone Adjuvant to increase its capabilities.
Lumenstone.
Doing so will also allow travelers to explore more efficiently and will even grant us a variety of rewards, including a 4-star weapon billet and an all-new name card.
Wow.
Nice.
In the chasm, travelers will also discover a brand new artifact domain called the Lost Valley. Inside the domain, you'll discover a mysterious environment as boundless and majestic as the chasm itself. Completing the challenge in this domain will award travelers with artifacts from the Vermilion Hereafter and Echoes of an Offering artifact sets. And what would be a new area without some new story content?
Yay!
In addition to everything we've covered so far, a whole new storyline will be taking place down in the chasm.
It's gonna be cool.
Yes. With version 2.6, the new Archon quest, Requiem of the Echoing Depths, will become available for travelers to continue their adventures. everyone who's been following the story of our favorite twins will definitely be excited for this one, me included. And if that isn't enough, the one and only Dainsliff will also be making another appearance during the story.
Oh, it's been a pretty long time since we've seen Dainsliff.
Yeah, totally. And in this storyline, travelers will be meeting up with Dainsliff in the dark depths of the chasm to investigate some ancient ruins together. Throughout the quest, we'll be learning a lot more about Conria as well as the Abyss. It will be a truly unforgettable adventure as we will uncover secrets of the past together.
So you're saying it'll be a bit of a cliffhanger?
So you're dead!
And in addition to the Archon quest and world quests, there are still many mysteries that remain hidden in the depths of the chasm. There will be much more for travelers to experience in the chasm with future version updates, so please look forward to that.
I know I will. But this seems like a pretty good time to pause for a moment and take in everything we've seen about version 2.6 so far.
Yeah, and get some Primo Gems.
Oh, agreed.
Yes.
Sounds good to me. Ready, everyone? Here you go.
Yes.
For inbound.
Welcome back, everyone! Next, we'll be introducing a new event for everyone
Please
called
use you.
Hues of the Violet Garden.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's right. So, as we mentioned at the start of the program, there will be a festival taking place in Inazuma. The theme of this event goes hand in hand with the festival being organized by the Yashiro Commission and Yaimiko. With the festival focusing on culture and creativity, travelers will not only have the opportunity to meet guests hailing from other nations, but also finally see some familiar faces again.
Oh, okay. I'm pretty interested
Lumia.
to
So cute.
see what Yoimiya and Klee are up to. That seems like a pretty interesting combo.
Yeah, me too. I'm just excited to go around and see everybody.
Yeah.
What is Ito doing? No.
What is he ever doing?
Well, throughout the event, we will be experiencing some interesting stories alongside those characters at the festival, and there may even be some unexpected characters making an appearance.
Nice.
So, travelers will have to wait and see who shows up this time.
As we progress through the storyline, we'll have the opportunity to enjoy a variety of Iridori festival games. There are a total of 4 different kinds of event gameplay, so let's take a closer look.
First, we have the Moon and Stars Inscribe. Travelers will meet a bard from Mondstadt in search of inspiration among Inazuma's unique landscapes. During the event, travelers can gain a poetic theme and take pictures based on the hints to submit to the commissioner. The more pictures we supply, the easier it will be for them to compose more lines of poetry. Travelers can then choose the lines they prefer and help complete the composition.
All right, sounds easy enough. I'm sure our travelers can handle this one.
Oh, for sure. Experienced travelers who are familiar with the map and terrain will definitely be able to quickly find the best spots for photos.
Our next event gameplay will be a familiar one for our audience. It's Theater Mechanicus. I'm sure many of you have already played this game, and this time around there will be some new twist to the game. Komakata is promoting the latest version of Theater Mechanicus, and in such a large international cultural event, there's been some innovations made to attract the attention of the organizers and visitors.
Sweet.
In the all-new Theater Mechanicus Stage of Brilliance, each stage will have its own special stage features. Travelers will need to work these features into their strategy to swiftly clear each challenge.
What's also different this time around is that travelers will need to equip wondrous sticks before entering each stage. This will be a real test for our ability to make combinations. The game mode has also been streamlined to reduce the amount of time required to play. Upon entering a stage, travelers will find some mechanici that have already been placed. You may choose to modify or dismantle them, or build more mechanici around them to create optimum combinations that will swiftly handle enemies coming your way.
Cool. Our third event mode is called Clash of Lone Blades, which is an all-new challenge centered around sword fighting.
Ooh.
After unlocking this game mode, a new duel against a swordmaster with unique abilities will unlock each day. During the challenge, players will control the traveler and will be unable to use their elemental skill and elemental burst, but instead can use an all-new parry mechanic. Performing a parry will allow you to take a defensive stance and reduce incoming damage. Travelers may focus and master the timing to perform a perfect parry, which will give you the upper hand in the challenge.
Cool.
Sounds pretty challenging.
It's also worth mentioning that our final and strongest opponent for this challenge happens to be someone who had no choice but to join the competition due to difficult financial circumstances. It turns out they are just an average store owner with their hearts set on winning that prize money. Who would have guessed you'd find such tough opponents from just in town? Travelers should get ready to take on opponents in one-on-one duels.
Oh, and last but not least, we have an Ikebana event called the Floral Courtyard. In this event, travelers will need to follow a florist's themes to create a specific floral courtyard.
A courtyard is comprised of different parts, with each part having different materials to choose from. After completing a theme, travelers may actually use the courtyard they receive and place it in the Serenity Pot. Ikebana is an art form, so when travelers are creating a floral courtyard, they need to incorporate their own interpretation of beauty.
So what you're saying is, if your courtyard is looking ugly, then you're probably doing it wrong.
I see you. Speaking of Ikebana, Ayaka is the sponsor behind the Ikebana event. You know, Ayaka's very skilled at Ikebana.
Of course he is.
You know, she invests in the promotion of this event every year, and that it's one of her greatest joys.
Yep, that sounds like Ayaka.
And that's about all we can share about this event for now. After participating in all 4 of these special event game modes and reaching certain criteria, travelers will be able to invite Xingqiu to join their team for free. So, don't forget to try out all the events.
Yeah, maybe you'll find a new favorite.
Yeah, give them a shot. Everyone should be sure to have a good look around the festival. The streets of Rito will be specially decorated throughout the Iridori Festival, so everyone can enjoy the lively and exciting atmosphere.
That's right. This is one festival you won't want to miss.
Oh no,
I won't. Version 2.6 will also be featuring an event for travelers who enjoy spending time in the kitchen. The event is called Spices from the West. In this event, a person from Sumeru is visiting to do research on seasonings. She hopes to find someone who can help her conduct her research by making seasonings according to recipes and taste test dishes using these seasonings.
You know, if there's food involved, I'm sure Paimon won't be far off.
It's me, Paimon, and I'm hungry!
Oh no!
New seasoning recipes will gradually unlock over the course of the event, and all the recipes will be available before the event ends. When you begin making the seasonings, the needle on the slider will move back and forth from edge to edge. Follow the instructions given on the recipe and press the button as the needle points to the corresponding ingredient to add them to the pot. And just as a reminder to everyone, there is a limit to the amount of mistakes you can make while creating a seasoning, so be sure to make the best of each chance with as little mistakes as possible. Otherwise, you'll have to start over again. Add the correct number of ingredients before you use up all your attempts, and you will succeed.
So, Zach, what you're saying is, for this event, the pressure cooker is on. I had to, I'm sorry.
Oh gosh.
That was good, but it also hurt at the same time.
That was quite fire, as they say.
Please help me.
But seriously, gosh, this looks like we'll need little hand-eye coordination for this one.
Oh yeah.
Totally.
The heat is on.
Oh no. What did I start?
Okay, guys. So, by adding seasonings, you created 2 delicious dishes. You can obtain fragrant dishes. Travelers may invite characters to taste test the fragrant dishes in their Serenity Pod to increase their companionship XP. Just keep in mind that the character's personal preferences also vary.
Okay.
That's right. It'll be the perfect opportunity to test how well travelers really know their characters.
Yeah.
Do a little studying.
Totally. In version 2.6, we will be receiving a new challenge event called Vibro Crystal Research. We find a researcher from Fontaine on the outskirts of the chasm studying the harmonic motion transmitted between gems known as vibrocrystals. If we connect transmitter and receiver crystals and attempt to produce various effects, then we can defeat the enemies and obtain great rewards.
In case that's a little confusing, why don't you explain what the transmitter and receiver crystals are first and what kind of effects the reactions can make?
Oh, right. Sure thing. So, after the player configures their own vibrocrystal setup, they will obtain different combat buffs.
Okay.
Transmitter crystals govern the triggers for the buff effects, and receiver crystals will trigger the buffs once the conditions are met.
Oh.
This all sounds very scientific.
Did you pull that out of your sleeve again?
He still has boba?
I always have boba.
Why aren't you sharing?
Because this is my boba.
You can still share.
We'll see.
Oh, please, with your sister. Please.
Okay, let's get back to it.
Okay.
Sunch is split into 2 battles, which will require travelers to compose 2 teams for the challenge, as well as different vibrocrystal setups. Of course, the game will also provide some trial characters to help everyone complete the challenge. Defeating enemies will award points, and travelers will be given an insignia based on their score. It's gonna be awesome, so be sure to give it a shot.
Yeah, sounds great.
Interesting.
In the new version, travelers will be receiving a commission from an Inazuman artist. She'll ask us to use the camera to take pictures of scenery in different nations as inspiration for her illustrations.
Seems like the traveler has literally gained the trust of people everywhere.
That just means they're gonna be busy for a very, very long time.
Oh, right.
In the photo notes, we'll be able to see comments from the artist and understand her requirements to complete the photo.
Oh, capturing landscapes for inspiration. Sounds pretty elegant.
And you would know about being elegant.
Yeah, duh.
This event will definitely be on the more relaxing side of things. What could be better than exploring and earning Primo Gems?
Oh, yeah. And travelers will definitely find a ton of great photo spots to remember in the process.
And finally, in addition to all the events we've already mentioned, Leyline Overflow will be returning once again for version 2.6.
Nice.
Travelers can watch for future announcements for more details. You definitely don't want to miss the chance to get some more Mora and character EXP materials.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. All right.
Mora
I think
XP.
that just about does it for all the events we have coming our way in version 2.6. Next, let's talk about some system updates and optimizations to the game. First, we have an optimization to the game's mobile version. After the update, travelers will be able to tap and hold on the icons of the characters in their party to quickly bring up the party setup menu.
Nice. So it'll be way easier for the mobile players to open up their party setup and do some changes.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, also, there will be multiple improvements coming to the tutorials archive system, making it easier for travelers to reference.
Oh, cool.
First, the tutorial icon will always stick next to the minimap on the upper left for new players, making it easier to access the tutorials archive. Plus, players will be able to quickly locate the tutorials they viewed recently, and the system will even remember where in the tutorial you last left off. Finally, in the Living Beings archive, the tutorial button will be adjusted to a more obvious location.
That all sounds pretty handy.
Yeah.
Good stuff. And last but certainly not least, during version 2.6, Genshin Impact will be releasing the second OST album for the Inazuma region, Islands of the Lost and Forgotten.
Yes.
The album will be comprised of a total of 3 discs featuring music from Seirai Island, Watatsumi Island, Surumi Island, and Enkanomiya, as well as some epic combat music.
Oh, I can't wait. I hope everyone will enjoy listening to that gorgeous music.
I know I will.
Kita santai dulu, dengerin musik dulu. Biar lama, kode terakhirnya biar lama, biar kita nggak live streamnya. Final code inbound.
Well, guys, I hate to say it, but I'm out of boba. Oh, and we've come to the end of the version 2.6 special program.
No!
What? I was just gonna ask you for some boba.
Sorry, all gone.
I thought you kept so many in your sleeve. What
No,
happened to
they're all
all
in
of them?
They're in my tummy.
Oh. You could have shared. But as Ayaka would say,
I only wish life could be as leisurely as this a little more often.
I know, right? But hey, it won't be that long before the next version drops.
That's right.
True.
So, I'm really excited for everything. I'm excited for everybody to meet Ayato. I'm really excited to explore the spooky chasm. Man, there's a lot of cool stuff coming out in this version.
Yeah, I'm also, of course, looking forward to Ayato. I finally get to meet my brother, which is super exciting for me. I also am really looking forward to the soundtrack just because, man, the music in this game is so good.
Yes.
It'll be cool getting to, just chill out and listen to it. And, oh, man, I just can't wait.
Yeah. And not only am I excited for the chasm area, but also the story. I'm curious to see what Dainsleif is doing back and how the Traveler will interact with him. And also, you guys rocked this special program. It's been so much fun doing this with you.
Thanks.
Thanks, buddy.
It was super fun.
Yeah. So the new version will be landing on March 30th. Be sure to mark your calendars and be ready to play.
And we hope everyone will enjoy all that 2.6 has to offer.
I look forward to seeing everyone enjoy the festival in Inazuma.
Yeah. And just a reminder, travelers can keep an eye out for future official announcements for more information on the coming version. All right, well, that's it for us today. Thanks, everybody,
Thank you.
See you in game.
Thanks, guys.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.
Wait, what? Gak ada konser gitu kah? Oke.
Bye.
Bye.
Oke. Aduh. Ya, sakit. Ya begitulah streamnya. Oke. Aktifin kamera dulu biar kelihatan mukanya. Nice. Aduh, banyak banget yang bakal dibahas di sini. Aduh, tapi ya kalian bisa mikir-mikir sendiri lah. Tadi kalau nggak salah tuh ada yang namanya lupa aku. Ya, ya udahlah, lupakan saja. Oke, paling itulah live ya. Kalau kalian nggak kuat nonton di Twitch, ya nonton di YouTube juga nggak apa-apa, di sini boleh. Ya mungkin kalau nggak ada yang nonton nggak masalah sih. Kalau nggak ada yang nonton juga ya nggak apa-apa. Oh ini juga live streamnya juga bakal jadi replay juga kok. Nah akhirnya selesai juga streamnya. Besok paling main lagi lah, main apa namanya event yang itu, yang ekonominya belum sama sekali itu. Mau speedrun itulah. Besok streamnya itu. Besok nggak ada kuliah, oke aman lah. Paling tugas doang. Ya bisa. Kalau enggak ya minggu, kalau nggak cukup waktunya. Oke. Kodenya udah dibagiin ya, udah aku pin juga. Oke, kayaknya sudah cukup. Nggak ada yang perlu di-share lagi kan? Nggak ada yang ketinggalan. Oke. Dan ini live-nya sudah 1 jam 21 menit dari pertama kali di start. Aduh, ya oke. Thanks for watching the stream. See you in my next stream, I guess. Itu pun aku stream. Ya harusnya bisa sih. Oke. Thanks for watching and see you in my next episode. Bye bye.